What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny A back at you guys with another video today. So today I wanted to talk about the portfolios that Acorns have. A lot of people have been asking me what I have my portfolio set to, and as you can see, I have it on aggressive, which is basically mainly stocks. So I'm gonna go over it real quick. My portfolio aggressive. If you have yours set to aggressive, then it's mainly stocks. As you can see here, you got large company stocks, medium company stocks, small company stocks, international company stocks. And you see the percentages that every dollar is invested into. So large company stocks, you get 55 cents of every dollar invested in the VOO, which is S&P 500. And you can see some of the companies that are in the VOO. You got Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, all of that. And then you get 10% into medium company stocks, which are Etsy, you got Pool Corporation, and every 10 cents of every dollar gets invested into the medium company stocks. And then you got small company stocks, which is 5 cents of every dollar is invested in small company stocks. And then you got the international company stocks, which has Samsung, Nestle, Alibaba. 30 cents of every dollar gets invested in here. So aggressive is good to have if you are young. Now, for much older people that are close to retirement, this probably wouldn't be a good portfolio because it's very risky. So you got to be, if the market does bad, if it's a bad day in the market, or if it's a bad year in the market, then you might lose a good amount of money. But if you're young, you have time on your side. So basically, you're good for a good couple more years, and you can write off the good and the bad in the market. So for most older people close to retirement, if they lose, for example, $5,000 that year, and they're close to retiring, then that's going to hurt them a big because they need those $5,000 to retire. So aggressive would be good if you're at least under the age around under 40, I would say. That's just my opinion. But it's definitely a good portfolio to hold out for 8 to 10 plus years. And this is why I have mine on aggressive. Now, the next one is moderately aggressive. Now, with moderately aggressive, you can see here the difference here is that you are in bonds now. You got short-term US dollar bonds, which 6% gets invested into that. And you got the US aggregate bond, which is 14%. So bonds are a little bit more safer. And I believe you get a couple more dividends in there as well. But, you're not going to get a much higher return because bonds, like I said, don't really profit as much as stocks do. So that's why you would see more of a return in the aggressive than on moderately aggressive. So this is also good as well if you're looking around the 8 to 10 plus year mark. Now with moderate, you can see now your large company stocks percentage goes down. It goes down to 35%, as well as the medium company stocks and small company stocks and international company stocks. That also goes down. So the more, if you want to be more safe with the market, you would choose moderate as well as moderately conservative and conservative. Now these are for people that are closer to retirement. This is a safer way of not losing too much money because you're putting more money into bonds, like I said before. So when you're going moderately conservative, you're going more money into bonds. You can see as the percentages keep on rising, you get 42% in US aggregate bonds. Large company stocks is just 24%. Medium company stocks is just 4%. So down the chart, conservative is the safest way to go if you're really closer to retirement. So you got like 1, 2, 3 more years tops. You would want to hit conservative because you don't want to lose as much money and you want to have a good amount of money for when you retire. And that's why you would pick conservative. So aggressive would be 8 to 10 plus years if you got that amount of time and you can ride the market for that long, which is what I have it set to aggressive. And then you get moderately aggressive, which is also 8 to 10 plus years. And then I would say moderate, obviously it goes down in years. I would say maybe this is 5 to 8, if anything. and then moderately conservative would be maybe 1 to 5 years, and then here conservative I would say 1 to 3. It all depends on when you want to retire, but conservative is the safest way to go for people closer to retirement. So if you're young like me, I'm 28 years old, I would pick aggressive because I got a lot of time until I retire. You know, obviously a lot of things can happen. I don't know if I could get sick later on, or if I'm buying a house. A lot of things play a factor. But aggressive would be the way to go if you're young. If you're starting at an early age, aggressive is the way to go, and it'll be a higher return of money and gains as well as dividends. So, wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I have mine on aggressive, as you can see here, and that's why I've been getting more of a return in my portfolio. As you can see, my all-time return is at 27.67%. So a lot of people get scared when they lose money, and then they want to not invest. They want to take their money out, and that's not the way that's not how investing works. You need to ride out the good and the bad days. You're not always going to have a day where you're making every day. You're not going to be making thousands of dollars. There are going to be days where you lose money, and that's okay as long as you ride it out. So remember that comes with investing. You got to be patient. You can't let your emotions get to you, and you got to ride out the good and the bad days. Majority of the times in history tends to repeat itself. The market always goes back up when it comes down. So that's the good news. And this pandemic has showed us as well that you could lose a lot of money when the market crashes, but you can see the results. I've been making videos these last couple of months on my portfolio. I'm in the plus right now, plus $7,019 all time. This is how much I made with Acorns, $7,000 just by constantly putting in money, and I have my portfolio set to aggressive. So if you probably would have had this on conservative, I would probably only have maybe like $2,000 or less. I'm guessing, of course, but that would be the major difference. Your returns will be much lower because you have your money set to bonds. So, wanted to give you guys, basically describing, the portfolios that Acorns has, and like I said, aggressive. If you're young, definitely do aggressive. If you're much closer to retirement, you might consider conservative, moderately conservative, or even moderate. So that's just your personal choice. My personal choice is aggressive if you're young. So hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will keep you guys up to date on how the market plays out for this week. Hopefully it's a good week, and gonna look into showing you guys how my crypto does as well for the week. So if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, leave me your likes and your comments below. I appreciate all the support. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.